but alright. All I'm seeing is just a white square here, or like some squared box.
Oh, are you just in the void?
No, there is like a black line.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there, but
Okay,
it really should just be
I see.
no.
So
I think it's just the white void. Yeah.
yeah, so we're now in the void now.
Give me like 2 seconds to prepare, man. I gotta think real quick.
Okay. Currently, I actually told Subi that we're actually on stream now. Oh shoot!
What?
Shoot, I revealed her name.
That's fine. I doubt anyone's heard that.
Well, except her.
That's true.
Yeah, so sorry.
I'm not. Uh, oh, there we go. Yeah, let's say you are. Okay. Yes. Oh, what was I doing?
Mhm.
Okay. I had so much time to think, and I didn't. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm big brain. All right, you ready to start?
Wait, what?
But this is the 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
We're going.
shoot. Yeah. So we're
Gosh,
going
my
live
teeth
in
still. Oh,
in three,
yes.
2, 1. This. Oh my god, I should start getting.
God, it's been like a week since I've been at the dentist, and my teeth still hurt. Gosh, it's weird. Weird. Don't like it. Oh, hello
Oh,
again.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, how was your week in the void?
It's a bit boring.
Oh, that's what the void will do to you. Okay. You ready to just jump into today? Sorry, I'm kind of. This is my third cup today.
Okay then.
Here we go. Okay, so what do we have in store for you today? Okay, so as you remember, we did the Dungeons and the Dragons last time. Apparently, we are the finding of the path, or Pathfinder, I guess, as they called it. God, I really need to talk to them about renaming these because these are stupid, stupid. I guess you're looking for a path. So,
Okay then.
uh, yeah. Um, it says it's pretty similar to Dungeons and Dragons, so there shouldn't be too much of a change. Uh, uh, of course, we're going to see some more extreme ones later on, but a lot of things should be similar. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah. Any questions you have about Pathfinder?
Besides finding a path, what are you going to expect of me? Like, why are you sending me there? Any objectives?
Um, again, kind of the same thing. We need you to kind of recon, figure out more about um this world, maybe how it differs from not just ours, but Dungeons and Dragons.
I see.
Kind of see differences between that. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, yeah. If that's the only thing, we will just jump right into it. So I will start this. Oh god, I just got hit by the coffees. Okay, I'm gonna take a nap. Help about Scotchy. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. It
Hey!
is
Whoa!
now.
Whoa! Whoa! What the heck?
I am talking in a quiet voice. Cause last time Are you scared this time?
You kind of. It's a bit scary, but yeah. You you can actually talk normal
Okay,
now.
I will talk in a normal voice then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um, so it seems we are going to Pathfinder. Ain't that fun?
Yep.
Um, all right, we're just gonna start. So, um, hmm, hold on.
Mm,
So, it appears you are walking down a path.
okay then.
This light is very big right now. That's fine. Um, shoot, I gotta figure out what Pathfinder stuff.
So we already found a path. Yay.
Yay! I guess we're looking for more paths, right? Um, hold on. I realized I don't know about that much about Pathfinder. Gotta pull up.
Hmm.
Please roll me a perception to find more paths.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. My Oh, right. It's a wisdom-based one, huh?
Yep.
Well, this is not gonna be good. That's 13, cause I have a -1 modifier.
Ooh. Yeah, you're walking around, you're looking kind of for offshoots of this path, and you don't really see. Oh my god, look out!
What?
Oh, you just ran into a well.
Uh? What?
Oh shoot.
What?
You're falling into a well. Oh no.
Ah!
Okay, don't die.
Oh, God.
Oof, that's you hitting the ground.
Ugh. Ouch. Okay. Ah. I actually look up to the I actually look up and actually see like the little circle of blue that's like the entrance here, and I to look down. It's like, wow, that's a long. We fall from a long way down, right, KD? I actually said that telepathically.
Uh, yeah. You hear a voice respond telepathically. Bro, are you all right? You just fell like so far. Did you break anything?
No, not really. If anything, this is actually a more peaceful fall than last time.
Uh, I mean, good with that. Is that a door right there?
Door?
Yeah, you see along this wall is a door. Seems to
Well,
be human size.
there is no other way than just going through there, I guess. I actually approach the door and I actually attempt to open it.
Okay, you turn the knob and open it. Behind that door, you see a slightly smaller door.
What the heck? I open the door again,
Okay, you open the slightly smaller door, and you see there's an even smaller door.
and I open the door again. I just like.
Behind that door, you see a bigger door, and it leads to a room.
Okay. The problem is that how in the world we can fit through the other small doors?
Why you asking me that?
Hmm. Can I crawl through them?
Uh, you can roll a. We'll say that is an acrobatics check.
Okay, that's 6, 8.
Hmm. It's a tight squeeze, but you're able to manage through. Once you get to kind of the fourth door, it's a lot easier though. And you step into this room. In this room is a very small door. Boop. A table
Oh my goodness.
with some kind of vial in it. What's that?
A vial, huh? Hey,
Mm-hmm. There's a vial
KD,
on the table.
you said that we used. I spoke to KD for a bit, but hey, KD, you said that we used to explore different worlds before, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Have we? Do you remember anything about this place?
It's the well, so I mean we've seen wells before.
But never wells with doors.
Yeah. Well, I mean there was at one time, but like I think that was just because there was that thing living in it. You know.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering, it's like, why is there a small door and there's a table with a vial here?
I don't know. If you're looking at the vial, it does say "drink me."
I uncork the cork and I actually kind of like take a little sniff at it
Okay.
just to see if I can smell out the contents.
It's got like a metallic smell to it, like iron, basically.
Hey, Kate, Katie, is there any way we can process that?
You drink it. I don't know. You can also like probably do like a I don't know. That'd probably be what a survival check.
You okay? Let me see if I can use a survival check to actually see if I can try to decipher the contents here. Oh shoot, I dropped my die. I got 19 and my survival is 2, so 21.
Um, it doesn't have the smell kind of a poison. A poison always has like an acidic kind of smell to it. And this doesn't have that kind of smell. So you don't think it's a poison. As for metallic smell, I mean the only kind of metallic thing you do know is like blood. Like that's the only thing that gives like a big metallic smell to it. But this isn't like red or anything. It's like I mean it looks like mercury basically.
I actually
So
take a small drop on my tongue just in case the worst case scenario happens.
yo dude, here's a thing that looks like mercury, the thing known for mercury poisoning. Cool. About to drink that.
I was about to
Um
take a small taste.
Alright, just a little drop. Just a little drop.
Yes.
Okay. You shrink to the size of this door.
What the? Ah! Ow! Ow! My little rum.
Say a
Ah.
little rum.
My little rump. Don't don't ask. What the heck just happened to us?
Seems like we shrunk. You see, your stuff audio has shrunk as well.
Huh. Okay. So well, there's no turning back now. Let's see if we can go through that door.
Okay. Uh, you approach the store. You see there's a little doorknob on it.
Hmm.
We gotta open it.
Okay. I kind of like opened the door and I went for the other side, right?
No. As you grab the doorknob knob and you see the doorknob open up and it says, "Hey,
Oh,
it's my nose."
oh, oh. Sorry. Um, hey. So I'm Wanderer. I kind of fell from up there. I really don't know what the heck's going on here.
Well, what's going on? Seems like you're touching my nose.
Yeah, I apologize as I let go to the knob.
Ah, much better. What can I do you for, Wanderer?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why this well has doors and a room here. It seems that someone lived here.
That's a weird question.
I mean, yeah. Oh, by the way, buddy, our friends say hi.
Wait, whose friend?
Suvi.
Oh. Wow, you're gonna really give her name like that again? That was a trick. You
I
failed it twice.
sorry.
Um, he says, "Well, if you want to get through me, you gotta get the key."
A key?
Yep, it's right there on the table. And you see this glass table. You can see that there is a key sitting on top of it.
Okay.
That's a key.
Welp, let's see here. I'm checking through my bag here, and let's see here. I got a bedroll, some rope. I'm gonna actually take the rope and I try to actually like create some sort of grappling hook.
Okay. Um, that would also be a no. That'd be a craft. You have the craft skill.
Yes, I do have a craft skill.
Yes. So that would be craft. Yeah, craft. It would be specifically weapons, probably.
It's left blank.
So just roll craft then.
Natural 20!
Okay. You take some of like um some tent pikes, anchors basically,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of bend them into shape and you tie them. You attach them to the rope and you got a makeshift grappling hook.
Alright. I'm gonna actually go back a bit now and I try to actually like toss the hook onto the air, hoping it actually land to either the table or to the key.
Okay, that would be a dex. It's basically if you're doing a range attack.
Okay, tech 12.
Well,
Yeah.
um, there's not really anything to grab on at the top of the table, but kind of where the legs go in and kind of go out to hold top of the table on one of these kind of holder arms, basically. You're able to hook the grappling hook onto that.
Okay. In the me So I managed to like tug on the rope just for a little bit and I decided to actually like climb my way up there.
Okay, that would be a climb check.
Okay then.
Because there's
So,
climb, yeah.
alright. Climb is. Oh yeah, I have a really good advantage with climb.
You should, because it's strength based.
19 and. Is it. So, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
27. Yeah, with that, you climb up. You are now. oop, You are now on one of these arm things.
Arm things?
Um. Mm-hmm. You're kind of standing. No, with that, you're actually able to climb up the rope, and then climb up the arm things, to the top of the table.
Yes. Alright. So I managed to actually get up there, and all I had to do is actually so I grabbed the key and I slide down the rope that the makeshift rope ladder that I made.
Okay, so you're grabbing the key, sliding down.
Yeah, sliding down.
Okay, this would be if you're sliding. It would be acrobatics.
Okay.
I'll even allow ride though. I don't know if that's any better though.
I'll do acrobatics here. 7, 9.
9.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Your hands kind of hurt a bit after you went down because, well, you just slid down a rope. But you are at the bottom holding that key.
I actually shake off my. Alright. Woo! I actually shook off a bit of the sting and from the heat from the friction here, and I actually took the key all the way to the door.
Okay. Um.
Alright, so we got the key.
Oh. Yes, you do have a key. Um. Okay, you unlocking that door?
Yeah, I'm unlocking the door.
Okay. The door says, "Well, good luck on your way."
Thank you, door. Alright then, so let's see here.
So, stepping out here. Hold on, I gotta remember what happens next. Um, one times. Who knows? Hold on, I'm gonna move you over here. Boop. Stepping out here. What do I? Ooh, how would I do that? Okay. Um. Okay. We. Oh, I know. Um. As you step out here, you see kind of the edges of a hedge here, that kind of go go in kind of their own directions that you can't really see where they end at.
What?
Um, but directly behind these hedges, you can see the shape of a table. Um, and you see, as you kind of open this door, uh, standing here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we are gonna get. We'll get that. Yeah, yeah. This
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Makes sense why you said, "Where am I?"
Where? Why? Because technical difficulties. This happened. This is gonna be a running thing on the stream. There's gonna be technical difficulties about.
Um, yeah. Uh, Lovely. We got a guest. Sit at the table. Get a tea.
Um. Okay then.
Uh, the hare says, "Yes, yes. Sit next to me. Sit next to me. I got tea."
And then Katie, I just like telepathically go like, Katie, I'm getting weirded out by all of this.
Bro, honestly, I got weirded out by the door. This is way freaky now. Um,
Yeah.
this mouse pulls a mouse-sized teacup to you. Um, and well, they push it to you and puts it and says, "I hope you like the tea."
I'm.
And they go back and sit down.
Um. So which skill should I use in order to actually figure out if this tea has any
One
properties?
tea's poisoned. This is again a survival.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Plus 2 on that. 13. 15.
I mean, it looks like normal tea to you. Although you do know people can make tea from like poisonous flowers and stuff. So it could be one of those. It's just it looks brown like normal tea, so you're not gonna. That's kind of one that you want to be able to look at and be like, yes, poison. You know.
I actually like lifted my cup and I tilted towards my face, but I keep my lips closed. That way no tea will ever get into my body. And I just actually pretend I enjoyed the drink. It's like, mmm.
Okay, so I do want out. You are pouring hot tea on your face.
Sorry, I assume it's iced tea.
Why would you ever assume it's iced tea?
I don't know.
It. Why would they be serving iced tea? They're not Texan. You heard his accent. It was this. It's this, which isn't Texan.
Oh my god.
Also, you're basically holding a cup to your face for like 5 minutes and just be like, it's good. Mmm.
I I just tough.
And it's like you can clearly tell you're not drinking it because there's a lot of things that go into drinking. You can roll a deception. Like I'm
Yeah,
not saying
that's what
don't roll a deception.
I try to pretend to drink it. Like I'm gonna roll deception, which where is
Yeah.
it?
I think it's called deception, right?
There's acrobatics, praise, bluff,
No,
craft,
it's
diplomacy, disable device. No, I
there's
don't
not a
think there is.
deception. This is bluff.
Bluff?
That's what
Oh,
it is.
okay. That's what they call it. Bluff. I call bluff. I'm gonna go perform a bluff here. Got 15, and yeah, 15.
15. Okay. Let me Nickelodeon. Okay. Um uh the the man with the tin hat says, "Oh no, no, you can't drink it like that. You simply must have some sugar."
Oh,
Yeah, you must have some sugar. Come here, I'll get you sugar. I got sugar. And you see the hare grabs like a thing of sugar next to him and he brings it to you.
okay then.
You
Still,
gonna get some sugar?
it's beat. Yeah, reluctantly.
Uh there is like a little teaspoon there. How many spoons of sugar are you gonna?
I think 2 will be enough.
Okay, just two.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, just two.
Okay. I want you to roll me a perception.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Shoot at 301. 7.
When you're kind of spooning the sugar, you notice there are kind of like chunks. Like you get like chunks of sugar that are already kind of clumped together,
Mhm.
almost as if like it was kind of wet and the sugar stuck together.
Mhm.
As you're kind of going through the sugar, there's kind of like that similar feeling as you get like two scoops. Um, but you don't get any like chunks in your cup.
Okay then.
Mm. Oh, yes, that's good. Get your sugar. Yes, yes, get your sugar. Gotta get your sugar. Yes, you gotta get your sugar. That's my phrase, my motto. Sugar, get it.
So, what's the occasion?
Oh, the occasion. It's our unbirthdays, of course.
I actually telepathically said it to KD. Oh, unbirthday. Oh no, that didn't sound pretty good.
Yeah, we have definitely not interacted with this.
What? Yeah, this is. It's like, I mean, if I actually, I am thank goodness for amnesia, cause I don't want to remember if we even visited this place before.
We have not.
Oh, so it's not my amnesia. Crap. Um, so what is an unbirthday, if I might so ask?
What's an unbirthday? Well, an unbirthday is any day that's not our birthday.
I act telepathically. Okay, I feel somewhat relieved, KD.
You feel what?
Somewhat relieved, because I thought when they meant unbirthday, I thought it's like the day where we get unbirthed, like a very bizarre way of saying cease to exist.
Oh, that would make more sense, I guess, than what they said.
Yeah, it's like okay.
We are all. What? Not say?
Nothing.
No. We are all celebrating because all of our unbirthdays have landed on the same time this year.
Oh, that's very amazing.
It is.
So, besides the tea party, are there anything else planned?
Well, of course, we're doing the unbirthday celebration.
Oh boy.
Although those who are having an unbirthday are the only ones who can participate.
Oh, but what if someone's celebrating their unbirthday and it turns out it was their birthday all along?
Well, then they'd be a liar.
I actually telepathically say to Katie, "Quick, what's their birthday? What's my birthday?"
Depends on where we're at.
I didn't. I don't even know. I don't even remember my own birthday.
I don't think it's today.
I'm
Oh shoot, is it today? It get you.
shoot.
No, it's not today. Let's see. This is a. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're about to go now because we're getting a bit crunched for time. We're actually planning to see someone.
Oh, okay. Would you take your? Are you going to take your tea to go? Yes, yes. Take your tea to go.
Okay. Okay. I just like I just like scoot around the people with the teacup in hand. It's like, okay, thanks for the tea. As I actually like waltz out of here.
Yeah. So if you look, it kind of goes here. That's where the hedge is.
Oh,
Turn.
oh.
Yeah. Um, as you kind of walk out of eyesight, uh, really as you kind of round this corner, you can hear the sounds of a goat screaming.
What?
Just as you're walking away. I don't know if you want to go back and investigate that, but that's something you hear.
Uh, I mean, oh, I mean, I'm just gonna actually like go further around the hedge. Just try my best to like the farther away from these goons, the better.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, what?
Can you hear my mom? Hold on. Yeah, you can. I literally can't do anything else.
Hello?
Well,
Oh, sorry. I forgot I turned off my mic.
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to watch my nephew. My sister went to the store.
Oh, I see. Um, buddy, when when um when you actually when that nephew actually got an American Idol, can you tell him it's all thanks to us?
Wait, what?
I actually heard your nephew singing.
That's my mom.
Oh. Tell your mom if she got on American Idol that it's all thanks to us.
Yeah. Sorry about that. She just has her headphones in and she likes to sing especially loud because she knows it annoys us.
So where are we?
So, that was in real time, you walking. That's why it took so long.
So long that we actually had to put an intermission screen.
Right, you were in real life time walking. You've been going through this mage a bit. Like, the amount of time that we just spent, you've been walking around this kind of hedges that you were just following before turned to an actual hedge maze, and you were just kind of wandering in. And you now come to a point where it is a crossroads. There is a left path and a right path, and there is a tree right here in the middle that I'm badly drawing. I'm trying to get. There we go. That's better.
Okay. Shoot. KD, do you have anything?
My motto's always left is always right, but I don't know how that applies here.
I know, logic seemed to be out the window. I mean,
Roll me a perception.
at least we're far away from those goons.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Perception check is a 9.
A 9. Um. Oh, as you were walking, you did hear kind of more of the goat screams coming from that same direction that you chose to ignore. Um. Ow! I just stabbed myself. So
Yes.
I have a little yellow or ladybug thumbtack that I just stabbed in my finger. And that's probably gonna start bleeding.
Oh boy. Oh.
But you see in this tree, kind of on one of the branches, a grinning smile.
What the heck?
Like a little smile. And you see two eyes pop up.
Um.
And then you see a body appear. Um, I'd like to say they're not called Tabaxi in this campaign or in this thing, but I don't remember what they are called. Actually, I can quickly figure out what they are called because I'm a big brain.
A little bit of fourth wall breaking here, but can you have the kind audience tell us what a tabaxi is?
Yes. Um, I think it's something else. God, what are they? Hold on. I actually need to figure out what they are called because if not, I'm gonna go crazy.
I mean, let's be honest with you. We actually fell into a well. We got shrunk. And we actually are forced to participate with
No,
characters
that
who are a
can't be
little
it.
bit and not to mention we actually start having strange technical difficulties.
I hate this.
What?
Their name are Catbolt.
Wow,
Um,
so original.
yes. So they are. They're furries. That's what they are, but specifically furry cats.
Oh boy. So we see an anthropomorphic rabbit and an anthropomorphic cat now.
Right. Listen, if any of them's gonna have anthropomorphic, it's gonna be this one. So might as well. Um, but you see this purple and pink striped cat. Um, one appear kind of on this branch in a very, I don't know if it's a Batman pose or Spider-Man pose, I think it's a Spider-Man pose, where they're like hunched over, and they kind of gracefully step on the floor or step in front of you. And let me get a picture for this lovely cat.
Oh boy.
You think I'd have tons of cats, right? Like you would think, oh, if anyone's gonna have a bunch of pictures of cats, it's gonna be this dude. Honestly, I can't find another picture of a cat. I used my one cat picture. Oh, here we go. Mm, oh no, it's just a tiger. I'm just gonna pet them.
Okay. Oh my god.
There we go. Would you look at that? Whoa, it's the cat. The cat.
That will work.
Um. And they say, "Where are you going today?"
Um, telepathically, we're I'm planning to go left.
Interesting. And do you know what's down the left path?
No. Katie, help me.
You're on your own, bro. I'm scared of cats.
Crap.
Okay.
Cats are usually my personal favorite animal, but I don't know how to respond to something just so disorienting as this place.
I guess there's only one way to figure out what's on the left path, isn't there?
Mm, yeah, might as well. I cautionally travel towards the left path with with my hand like on my hilt of my short sword, just inching towards it, anticipating what's gonna happen next.
That is clearly the right.
What?
You literally just walked down the right path.
Oh.
I worry for you. Um,
Oh my god.
um, you actually see the pink cat accompanies you walking down the left path and says, "Of course, If you walk down the left path, you may not be able to walk down the right path.
Screw your logic, I'm Wanderer. But yeah, I would be like, yes, obviously.
You are closing one door to investigate another. Just
Yeah,
a simple observation.
what? Nope. Um, okay then. Yuck!
You come to a dead end.
Fine.
Ah, what a shame. Perhaps we should investigate the right.
Sure. Fine. I actually go through one path and I took toward the other. As
What?
I continue on.
Yep, yep. Let me just draw it for you. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know why it just made a tiny little square.
Hmm. So I keep moving on.
Oh. Haha, you fool.
Oh,
You come to a dead end.
like, ow! My face!
Huh. What a shame.
Okay, wise guy. If you know where we're going, then tell us where the correct path is.
I did not know where you were going. You said you were going down the left path, and you did. I simply offered to go down the right.
So where should we go now?
I don't know. You're the wanderer.
You know what? Screw this. I take my short sword and I try to cut through the hedges.
Okay. Roll me an attack, please.
Oh, what?
And
Attack
with your
roll?
short sword.
Oh, okay. Short sword. I got 18.
You do a good job. Can you roll damage for me?
Damage. That's plus my strength, right?
Yes.
So it's a 1d6 plus 3.
1d. Okay, roll a d6. Then a 3.
Oh, shoot. I dropped the die. I got 2.
2 points of damage. Okay. You chomp good into this. Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Um, sorry. You chop into this bush, and you see there are kind of thorns that you kind of un. Hold on. Don't mind me getting out dice real quick.
Oh boy.
Take 1 point of piercing damage as some of these thorns kind of scathe you as you cut into it. And you see there is noticeable blood on your sword.
Oh. What?
Very interesting, wouldn't you say?
What?
Subi says we're doing awesome.
I I,
So.
I look at. Look.
Oh shoot! I used her name again.
Oh. My goodness.
You look at the. So, what is your plan then?
Ouch. I I took a step back and it's like, did the thorns did the rose just bleed?
Um, it seems so.
I took the sword back here, it's like, okay, it is starting to mess with my head a bit. Katie, do roses supposed to bleed?
Sorry, I got distracted by the cat. Not usually. I mean, they may give off some kind of sap or something. I know some. Ooh, that's a good point. We are playing Pathfinder. There is specifically a Pathfinder category instead of Dungeon, so fix it. Oh shit, we're gonna have to do that for every thing.
But then again, when we get to the more obscure games, we are forced to use custom-made ones, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so change it up. I don't want to get banned.
Oh, me. So, what should we do now? I turned out of option. I turned to the cat and was like, "What should we do now?"
Uh, it is not what we should do. It's what you are going to do.
There. Wait. I decided to turn back and see what we should do.
Okay, you are back at the crosswords, or let's not crossroads with the tree and the two sides.
Hmm. We should backtrack.
Very well.
I hate doing this, but I think we gone the wrong way.
All right, you start backtracking. The cat does not follow you. Oh.
I was like,
Do-do-do.
at this point.
You start backtracking, and you don't recognize this part of the. It seems like a new part you haven't been to.
What
What's
the?
up with that? Let's see. You're up here.
The hell? What?
But you see as it is turning in this corner, the bushes start having these white roses growing on them.
Okay then.
About do here are your white. Oh, zero white roses.
I actually go around and it's like, this is getting odder and odder by the second. Though, then again, these white roses seem to be beautiful.
I mean, that's true.
Hmm.
What color was I using? How did I even get that color? Oh, wait. I think it's. Okay. Never mind. Got it. You see that these hedges actually open up to kind of a whole hedge place. Hold on.
So,
And you see that there are, yeah, over here, you see there are a bunch of. That's the best thing I have for that.
oh boy.
No, that's probably the best I have. There are a bunch of these orcs that are dressed up like soldiers. um, over here, and they are, or there's three of them, I guess. Yeah, those are your orc soldiers. They're all dressed up like cards for some reason. Um,
I
but
wonder
they
what
are,
deck? The pirate deck?
but they are painting some roses red.
I actually look at my short sword and I kind of actually like um put I actually like smear my finger along the blood ridden edge of the sword. I look at it and I try to actually figure out if it's either blood or paint.
Oh, that's true. Um, that'll be a survival check.
Okay. Survival is a good, strong suit of mine.
That's kind of the
I
only
got
thing you've been rolling.
18. With survival bonuses, I got 20.
20. As you kind of scrape it, it is a lot. Mm, it's a lot thicker than paint. Of course, it's had time to kind of dry, so maybe it's that. Um, it is similar to the same color as blood, so it could, blood or red paint, like just deep red. Uh, yeah, that's what you kind of get with that.
Hmm. Absorbing this, I decided I actually like go to the side like, hey KD, what do people in this world usually act? Or at least the ones on the surface.
What do you mean?
Like, how weird should we actually act?
I mean, compared to what we've seen so far, really weird.
Hmm. Let's see what we got here. We got a. You know what? I open up my bag and I actually pull out a bedroll. I open the bedroll and I just like put it on my put it on my head and just actually like waddle around like a penguin.
Okay, where you're at currently?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I waddle down here, using try to waddle down here using like the hands to actually feel my way around the hedges, like around the side. Just trying to
You are
actually.
touching the hedges.
No, no, no. My hand is like brushing on the edge, on the hedges. But I'm
That
trying to.
sounds like a touch to the hedge. Take 2 points of piercing damage as you touch the hedge.
It's not like. It's not like I'm touching the thorns.
You are okay. You are blindly brushing your hand against a bush that you know has thorns in it. You're gonna prick your hand sometimes.
Goodness.
As you are doing this, though, you see the cards or the orcs who were painting the roses look up from the bushes and they say, "Guard, come help paint the roses."
I'll go like, oh, okay. I actually kind of like waddle my way here, and I actually kind of like lift up my bedroll sheet a little bit just to see, and I kind of actually pretend to paint while I'm sneaking by.
Um, there are paint buckets that are on that side.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to use them.
Gotcha. I kind of actually grabbed a paint bucket here and just like paint the roses here. I also while I'm doing that, I'm also purposely like dripping red paint on the ground. That doubles as like my Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb line on my way back.
Um, you hear from the other side. One of the orcs says, "Hey, newbie, you got some more paint there? I ran out over here."
Oh yes, yes. Sure. I just actually like pick the bucket of paint up and actually like slide it over to here. It's like here you go. Um,
Great.
is
Do you
there
know? Have you talked to the supplier before?
um no, I'm new to this job.
Great. Here, just take my spot. Keep painting kind of these roses. I'm gonna get some more paint. You see him just waddle away.
Okay. As I'm painting, I'll be like, I paint all the white roses I can see here, and when my side of it is finished, I actually told the other guys, I'm gonna go actually find like other white roses on this side over here. I'm just gonna go over here and see if there's more hedges to paint.
You said once you finish, though, right?
Yeah.
You notice like there's basically like 5 roses that you are painting, and once you finish one, by the time you get to the 5th one, the first one's already white again.
What? How?
Ah, newbie, it's been like this for months.
You're serious?
Yeah, we're kind of running out of paint at this point. That's why we need to do frequent shipments.
My goodness. Why in the world? Come to think of it, why do you have to paint the roses red anyways?
For the queen, she
Queen.
desires they be red. She can't believe that they are white.
Mm, hmm.
Um, you see this orc comes back, and he says, "All right, get your buckets. Got a new shipment." And you see him carrying a beheaded goat.
Beheaded what?
A beheaded goat. A goat without a head, if you would.
What the?
And you see the cards. They get their bucket, or their buckets, and you see him from where the head is. He kind of tilts it like a pitcher, basically, and pours some blood into their buckets, and they go back and continue painting their roses.
I
Uh,
while they're actually doing that, I actually sneak out. It'll be like and this and try to see
okay,
what's on the other side here.
roll stealth.
Okay. Stealth is shoot. Where's the oh there it is. I have pretty good proficiency. And natural one.
Ooh. You take a step and you spill this bucket of paint in heavy quotation marks.
Oof.
Um, and you see they all turn to you and they say, "Good going, newbie." Um, this whole, all this ground's kind of painted red. Um, but as you do that, you do hear these thunderous steps approaching. Um,
Oh crap.
and the cards look at each other, and you see this closest card dives to where you just kind of made that mess, and he lays on top of it, and the others go here and start painting the roses again. Um, and they say, "Fall in line, newbie."
Okay. I actually I actually kind of like obey their orders, like wondering what's going on next.
Okay, let me just where I don't want to be rude. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. You see this big old woman. um, you see this woman with hearts all over her design. She's wearing a crown, and she said,
Oh my god.
sorry, I hated that. I'd like to strike that from the record. Thank you. But you see, she comes in and she says, "Oh, look at my lovely flowers this evening, red as they should be."
Yeah. Um, I actually I actually just keep minding my own business as I kind of like look at it, be like,
Yes, she turns to you and she says, "Are you new here?"
why yes.
Ah, I see. Um, and then she looks next to you and sees the card lying on the floor, and she says, "Why are you on the floor?" Uh, nothing, Your Majesty. I'm simply. Get off the floor this instant. And you see him. He steps up, the front of him covered in this paint. And she goes, "Is that paint on you?" And he says, "Your Majesty, I can understand." And she says, "Off with his head!" And the cards grab the side of him and just say, "Off with his head! Off with his head!" Uh, and they take him over here. Oop! I accidentally grabbed you too. Uh, they drag him over here, and he's like, Your Majesty!" And they file out. You are the only one still there, I guess. And she says, "Why did you hesitate? Why did you not grab him?"
Sorry, sorry, ma'am. I really am extremely new here. I still am from trying to go through it. It's like,
Oh, I understand. Well, then accompany me, and you shall learn first-hand experience.
telepathically I had to telepathically I go to KD. It's like we had to do something. It's it's my stupid fault that I actually got in this poor garden to this mess. What should we do?
Bro, honestly, I don't know. I don't want to get my head chopped off. Like, I don't even got a head, and I don't want to get it chopped off, you know?
This I'm just gonna tell you, this queen's insane. All because of the fact that she wanted red flowers.
Listen, who have we met who isn't insane?
You're
Yeah.
got a point there. Wait a minute. You just erased you just erased a psychologist out of existence, right?
Oh, sure. I wouldn't say erased out of existence, more like just kind of put her on pause, you know?
What other thing you can do, KD?
I mean, it really depends. Like, I don't want to list them, you know? I've got, uh, it's, I don't really have a control of this world, but more of a control of our connection to the world, if that makes sense.
What do you mean our connection?
Like, I didn't get rid of the psychologist. I basically put us in a plane that was just that world and nobody in it, if that makes sense.
So, what happened to us from the outside perspective?
Um, See, that's where it gets a little bit confusing. It's essentially like time was paused for them. It was basically in that milliseconds we were gone, in that separate plane, and then we were back in that same plane. You know, they couldn't figure out that we left.
What happens if we pause and then we actually move to a different location and then we resume time?
Um, well, that would be noticeable.
That's Alright, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Alright, so where are we?
You walk out this arch with this queen. Um, if you look, there are. Oops, I accidentally got rid of something. Uh, there are cards lined up all along here. Um, yes.
Shoot, I left my. Let's see here. Shoot, I left my rope here.
Um, but as the queen enters, they all start bowing at her. And she goes, oh, "Thank you, thank." Hang on, that's not. It's just slightly off. Okay, we're good. Yes, the next one. Um, there is a jury basically that consists of cards. By cards, I mean orcs, but orcs dressed like cards. And there is a very small king sitting with the jury that you can see here.
Is it the rabbit? Cat?
Uh, no, it's a different person, but it is that cat. Just because it's the second half of this picture, and that's why. But it is. It's not the hair from earlier. No, that wasn't the hair.
You.
The hair was bunting.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It's the king. He's there. Um. The queen says, "Now fall in line."
Oh,
And she makes her way over to this big chair.
okay. I actually follow in line here, and it's like, alright. I had to actually plan its escape here. Looking, I look around just to actually get enough intel as much as I can.
Roll a perception.
It's a 2.
You can see the guards. You can see there's like a guillotine here that's fit for a card. The chairs. The only exit you can really see is the arch that you guys came through,
Okay.
which is like here.
Can you give me a good detail of what the guillotine looks like?
It looks like a regular guillotine, like you can see the knife and stuff, except instead of like a circle hole for a head, it's like a card slot. But there's a lever that's kind of right here that they both have like their hands. Um, and she says, now, we are gathered here today for the court case of one of the cards painting what we believe was the roses, which is, as we all know, treason." And with that, the jury all kind of nod, and all the guards nod along, and the king says, and he nods as well.
Hmm.
She says, "We will now give a brief 3 seconds for the defendant to say their claim." "Your Majesty, and time is up." "No." "Oh, shoot." "No."
KD,
"Yeah."
now! Pause time!
Okay. And you see they. Uh, no, let me just. I don't want to select you. Listen, they pop out of existence. Okay.
Okay. So, we can still interact with these people, right?
No.
Shoot. Alright then.
Yeah. You got it.
We need to act. But the items here we can interact, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, change. Hmm. So, the guillotine is still hanging by a rope, right?
Yep.
So, I actually, severed the connection between the knife and the rope, leading the blade to actually cut in, and I actually, steal the entire rope that's connecting to the guillotine, removing it from view.
Okay, so now the blade is down
Alright then. Next
and the
is.
rope is in your possession.
Alright then. Next, we actually, like, try to pick the lock that actually open it.
Open what?
The gate.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, yeah, to like get it up to the guillotine. Okay. Yeah.
The. What?
Which gate are you talking about?
The prison gate that the guards sent in.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So.
He's at where the guillotine is, but there's like a gated fence, basically.
Okay. I'll try to pick that lock.
Okay.
Okay. Um.
Is there a lock picking skill?
A lock picking skill?
Yeah. Sleight of hand is what it would be if you don't have
Okay,
lock
that
picking.
might be sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Or maybe
Ah,
escape
shoot,
artist.
I dropped my die. Okay, I got a 7 and my sleight of hand 8, 9.
All right. You pick the lock.
Okay, I open it.
Okay. Yeah, you open it.
Alright. Now, honestly, I thought we can. Honestly, I thought we can actually tie people up here, but I think I need to go with some sort of plan B.
Okay.
So, KD, um, do you have any do you still have the KD? What else do you see here?
What do you mean?
Like anything that we can use for a distraction?
Maybe we could like break a leg on the queen's chair so she falls down or something.
Hmm. Okay then. I actually examine like I don't need to. I go ahead and examine like everything from the queen side of the place.
Okay. Like I said, it's a very nice, detailed chair. On the jury side, you do see there's a smaller kind of version of the chair for her husband. While it's currently unoccupied, you do know that's where she was sitting at.
Hmm. What hap What happened if I move that chair?
Mm, she would come back where she was. So if the chair's not underneath her anymore, she fall.
Hmm. Hmm. I decided not to mess
Okay.
with the chair for now, but I decided to actually make a huge distraction by actually lighting the guillotine on fire.
Okay. You light
Oh,
the
wait.
guillotine on.
Hold on. Before I'm gonna go light the guillotine on fire, I decided,
There's a
on.
guillotine.
Okay, there it is. Um, but I decided to actually use the rope, and between this post here and this post here, we're going to actually make some sort of a tripwire.
Okay. That's gonna be unshockingly a survival check.
17.
Okay. You do it pretty tight. Your knots are pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright then. I set the guillotine on fire now, and I move into position.
Okay.
From there, I actually told KD to actually resume time.
All right.
Objection,
Everyone.
your Majesty. That I want to put my claim that this card was framed. He's not the one who spilled the paint and actually gotten over him. It was me.
At this point, these cards who are by the guillotine are putting it out, because it is on fire. And this card, he sees kind of the open door, but he's not like going to it yet. He's like, ooh. And that's all the things we did. And the queen just stands up. Very well. Off with his head.
And with that,
And-
I actually pause and actually make it to the gate.
Okay.
From there, we're out of the gate, right?
Yeah, you're at the gate right now.
Alright then. Time resumes.
You could hear the other room confusion. Well, I'm assuming you're booking it.
Yeah.
And kind of screams, and then you hear a loud thud as it sounds like someone falls down. And you are at this point back at the crossroads.
All right.
Let me. And he says, "So, how was backtracking?"
A lot of fun. It's a little bit exhilarating.
Really?
Now, a little question. How we can get back to the well?
Ah, you're heading towards the well, are you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, for that, you would need to go backwards.
Okay then. So, with that, I decided to actually walk backwards to what I could remember is the first route. It's the right path. I walk backwards towards the right.
What?
You said go backwards, so I assume walking backwards.
So you are walking backwards down the right path?
Yeah, cause from what I could assume cryptically, what he's saying is that simply, what I imagine he's saying is that go backwards, and also and since that we go to the left as the first route, we go to the right because it's mirrored.
That sounds wise enough for me to say that. So, you see the cat guy is walking along with you, and he says, "Interesting method. Seems to be working, though." And you are walking down this path. Assume that there is another thing there. There we go. You two are kind of walking at this path, and you come to a door.
Alright then. This is the same door we visit, huh?
It seems like it.
Alright, I opened the door and I went through.
All right, you are in again the giant room from before. The cat is still with you. There is a giant table and a giant hallway that you came from.
Now, the question is, how are we gonna get big?
Ah, an interesting question.
Well, the rope from before is still here.
Perhaps you should climb it.
I climb back up the rope.
Yeah, roll a climb.
Oh, roll a climb?
Mm-hmm.
It's an 8.
With your pluses?
Climb with 16.
Okay, with that. Yeah, you make it up that rope. You see the cat is already there. And he says, "What is it you're looking for?"
Anything that can actually make me normal size again.
Well, you best hurry. Seems like they've caught up. And you hear on the door the sound of someone beating it down, almost like it's being hit from the other side. And you can hear the door say, "Ow, ow, ow." As this is happening,
Shoot!
this table seems empty, though.
Well, as a last, I actually want to roll perception. I'm gonna desperately scan every single bit of the room.
Okay, roll perception.
I got 17.
Okay, you see on the wall over here,
Ping me where?
here, about 40 feet in the air compared to you. It's actually really like, it would be like 7 feet in the air. There is a shelf with a box of what looks to be tarts. But as you notice this, the door gets knocked through. You see it kind of splinter into pieces, and the sounds of the door stop. And you see the queen comes in riding 2 headless goats. And she says, "Off with your head! Off with your head!" Pointing at the table.
Well, try to get me first! Bleh! Try to get me first! Bleh! And I just flip. And I assumed the queen was British, so I decided to actually just go like bleh at him.
"Off with your head again! Once I knock it off once, I will reattach it and knock it off again."
And just like that, I actually sliced the rope. I actually sliced the rope that connects to the table.
Okay.
I'm still holding on to it. I decided to actually whip it to the shelf.
Whip it real good. This will be another dex check.
Give me a good number. 20!
Natural?
Yes!
Okay. You find that from where you cut it, there is just enough to attach from where you're at to the shelf. And you can start climbing there if you wish.
I actually climbed.
Alright, roll climb.
16. And plus my climbing bonus is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24.
Okay, so you Tarzan your way over here, and you start the opposite of rappelling up the wall. And you make it onto the shelf with this big box of tarts. Although at this time you see that there are more of these cards, or there are now cards in the room, and they are throwing these spade-shaped spears at you.
I lunge towards one of the tarts and actually take a bite out of one.
Okay. As you take a bite out of one, how big a bite?
As big as my mouth can fit it.
Okay, so it's like a little. You got a little small mouth. You feel the shelf underneath you break from your new weight as you are growing in size. And you crush the shelf that you are on as it falls to the ground. And all of these people in the room look back in shock at your new size. And she turns to her guard and says, Go get his head. And they rush, and you feel tiny pricks at your feet as they're kind of poking you.
I actually went in and grabbed the queen.
Ah! Ah!
Really? Really? With that, I decided to.
No, keep going.
Alright. And with that, I actually look around to see where. Then I actually look around just to see what I can do with her.
There's a shelf here. That a bit higher than your eye level here. That's just got like a glass jar on it.
A glass what?
A glass jar.
Alright. I'm going to say this right here. You betrayed your own king. Man, you actually forced your servants to actually do an impossible task. You also actually give an unfair trial. What do you have to say for yourself, Queen? Your Majesty.
You are committing treason against the kingdom.
I say you're committing treason within yourself.
Guards, help! At this point, the guards have left.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. You're also tried for murder.
I have not murdered no one. They went through a trial.
Tell that to the pile of splinters over there.
You're too big. I'm trying to grab these tokens. There we go. And she says, "'Tis but a door."
A door that's once alive. You rule nothing but vain and callous. And with that, I must sentence you.
You're a monster.
Oh, please. I'm actually granting you mercy. As I actually place the queen on top of the jar and actually pop the lid on and place it on the high shelf.
Mercy. You can now suffocate in the jar.
Oh.
Mercy.
Oh, right. I actually pop open the. Oh, right. Hey, KD, can you pause time for me, please?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, sure. That wasn't his voice at all.
I actually pop open the lid, and I stab the lid and I poke the lid a little bit with my short sword.
Okay.
And then I put the lid back on. Okay, you can resume time.
Okay.
Okay.
I will starve up here. There is no food.
Yeah, Hmm. Yeah, you're right. Let's see here. Ah, I actually hold. I actually hold. Oh yeah, you're right. I actually grabbed the glass vial here,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually pour a little, and I actually pour like a small drop on the queen.
So she shrinks more.
And with that, the rope that's now nothing more than a glorified string actually I actually dangled on one of the hole. I actually tied a knot on one hand and dangled onto a hole here, and it's that you you could actually once you climb your way out, you can actually redeem yourself.
Where are you leaving this jar at?
I well on the top shelf, obviously not where the and away from the jar of tarts, but I only give a small crumb to the all the way to the other end of the shelf where the jar is. Just a small crumb.
Okay. Because, I mean, you're not. She does have the option to leave, but it's also like 50 feet up for her. Or 60 feet, actually, because she's shorter now.
Mhm. I mean, I got the rope, and then there is the holes that actually doubles breathing.
Sure. Yeah. We'll say she will be mostly fine.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna be leaving now.
She gives you curses. Curses to you! Curses to all of you!
All here is
As
just
you are
small
walking
squeak.
away.
I just heard.
You!
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your wife, dishonor on your family, and all you
Uh,
hear is the squeaky sounds.
um, this purple cat, which now is no longer an anthropomorphic cat, but just a regular sized cat, uh, it's still like staring at you at this table.
Oh, hi.
Meow. Sorry. Meow.
Um, okay. And with that, I actually leave through the door, and I try to squeeze through the other doors.
Oh shoot, yeah. Yeah, you managed to fit through.
Okay.
Uh, you're, you're back to your regular size you were.
I look up and see, hey, Helperbot, are you there?
Yeah. Uh, Wander, are you alive?
Yeah, I am alive. Just a few cuts and bruises, that's all.
Okay, you see a rope ladder drop from the side.
Ah, how convenient, thank you.
Wow, it's you've been gone for a while. Are you all right? What happened?
I don't know, we try to find another way out.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Remi- Helperbot?
Yeah.
Remind, remind me, remind me to be extremely careful around wells again.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's still a path ahead of us. Do you want to continue on the path?
Well, might as well. As I step out of
Uh,
the well, I actually continue on that path.
yeah. You guys start continuing on the path, and after a few minutes, Helplebot says, "Ah, shoot, we wasted all the time there." Um, Listen, did you learn anything fun during that? Because we don't really have time to figure out where this amazing path goes.
Yeah, when in doubt, it's best to throw logic out the window.
Oh, okay. Um, sure, that should be good enough for this. No, I didn't ask again. You did say we? Is there someone else with you?
Nope, just me and you, helper bot.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Um. Okay. Um.
As I suddenly
Well,
look and wink to my necklace.
to the camera. Wink, wink. um. Just a little wink. Um. Uh. All right. Well then, I'll turn off the program. And you are back in the void.
Whew. Well, that was the thing.
Sorry. I don't know why I did this.
Ah. Okay.
Um, how long was I asleep for?
Um, roughly around 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh God. How was your experience? Was it fun?
Well, I'm just gonna say it's completely different from the sleepy town located at D&D.
Oh, I mean that's fun. A little excitement, right?
Yeah.
Um, you find anything interesting about how Pathfinder differs from Dungeons and Dragons?
I actually telepathically asked about Katie, should we talk about the well?
Uh, um, I mean maybe it's really the only thing you did.
We just found a well.
Was it like a special well, like different from like a regular well, or was it just a well?
It's just a well that we just found on the path, but other than that, nothing much.
Oh, good, you did find a path. Good. Okay. Yeah, we'll chop that up as a success.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, cool. Um, so nothing else though. I mean, not a lie. That kind of sounds a little bit boring, but I guess that's the case because there are a lot of similarities with the other world. So,
Yeah, there is.
all right. Um, okay, if that's the case, then we'll. I'll see you next time in the void.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Just take a relax, take a breather, okay?
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna get your findings, okay?
Okay.
So, yo, that was crazy, bro.
I know. I somewhat believe. I still somewhat believe that we're. I sometimes believe that this is all just a strange fever dream down there.
Yeah, that's sometimes how it is.
Hmm. Luckily, I think I'm well aware that that guy was all right.
Yeah. Um,
Do you think the queen will make it?
well,
Hmm.
I mean, she may not even exist anymore.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
But hey, let's hope she.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take a nap. I did a lot of time stopping, and ooh, really takes it out of you, you know.
I see.
Night Wanderer.
Mhm. Well, we might as well actually take a breather here.
Yep. Yeah. I don't sleep. That's not a thing I do. This is a hibernation. All right, yeah, that's it. That's it for today.